We are breaking 7 days a week on the Real Sports Cards app, available on the Google Play and Apple App Store. We've been breaking since 2016 and offer a variety of breaks, including pick your teams and pick your players, random teams and drafted teams, mixers, and more. We built this app with the collector in mind, with features like scheduled drop times, custom notification settings, and earned rewards on purchases, among other things. And we want to be a one-stop shop for collectors, which is why we've added services like PSA grading and eBay consignment straight from breaks. We are a PSA authorized dealer and offer grading services from value to walkthrough. All you need to do is fill out the form on our site within 24 hours of a break completing, and we will take care of the rest. All submissions from breaks include a review and a wipe down of your card, and you won't be charged for anything until we get your card back from PSA. eBay consignment is a similar process, where you will need to fill out a form on our site within 24 hours of a break completing for any cards that you'd like to submit. All cards will be listed next business day for a 5-day auction starting at 99 cents. And again, we will handle everything from there. And after the sale, you'll have the option to be paid out via check, PayPal goods, or break credit. The links for these services can now be found as buttons in the description of every break. In case you haven't heard, we now offer direct in-app support for anything you might need from us. Whether you've got a question about a specific break, about shipping, about sending cards to PSA or eBay consignment, or anything else that you might need, this is the place to do it. There are a couple of different ways to get there. Within the app, you can click on Community down at the bottom, and then click on Messages up at the top. Then choose either Minnesota or Wisconsin supports to ask your question. Or you can just click into any break and then click the blue support button, and it will automatically open up the support chat for the location that's hosting that particular break. This lets us know exactly which account is asking the question, and it helps ensure that we can get back to you in a timely manner.
What's happening, everyone? Andrew Niggs back here again with Real Sports Cards, and we are live. $49 2025 Topps Baseball Mixer with the new release black and white in there. We got, let's go through here. We got black and white. We got Heritage High Number, Archives Hobby, Update Hobby, and then Logo Fractors there. Let's get started here. Looking forward to ripping another box of black and white. First couple boxes were Mets heavy, but awesome product. You'd be really surprised what the singles of black and white sell for, especially out of the gate. So if you're looking, if you got a parallel, or even just some of the base rookies and stuff, some of those Dodgers players. All right, so let's start with the Logo Fractors here. So these are just our base packs. Looking for Aaron Judge, looking for Ohtani. Who's got the Dodgers in here? Dodgers going to Scoots. There's $20. If you want me to put that in break credit, let me know. Otherwise, you can do in-store credit as well. I see your LPMN. Ohtani, $20 MVP buyback there. So you just let me know, Scoots, if you're watching. I can put that in right after the break. And then these are our Logo Fractors. These are the goodie packs there. All right. Like I said, these are just base, looking for Ohtani, looking for Judge, looking for the bigger rookies. So not much going in that one. I mean, we had the Ohtani, so we'll take that. Here we go. Good luck. Happy New Year to you as well, Tina. That looks like a variation. Yep. Jose Ramirez. Image variation. Guardians going to Smart Guy Sports. Hip, hip, Jose. Then we got Tyler Soderstrom out of 99 on the green Future Stars. Athletics. Athletics are going to ICH. Jacob Wilson rookie. And blue is going to be Adrian Del Castillo out of 150 at Diamondbacks to Smart Guy Sports. My day's going well, Tina. Hanging up some digital signs for the shop so we don't have to look at the menus anymore. So, yeah, getting all that stuff put up. All right. Heritage, high number. Let's get some real one. Let's get a red auto. Let's get a real one auto out of here. Oh, pack's going all different directions. How was your new year, Tina? I am $5 off all teams in Cosmic half case. Pick your team. Emil said he had no autos in the first half. No autos in the first half. Obviously not guaranteed, but we've seen anywhere from 1 to 4 autos in a case. So hopefully it's a loaded second half there. A lot of cheap teams left. We have a little bit of Pro Debut, but not much. Not much. I just sold 1 box today in the shop. I don't even think we have a sealed case of Pro Debut left. It's been hard to get back in. It's just such a good product. The upside for the price at Pro Debut is hard to match. My favorite. It's my favorite. Obviously, it's not a high-end baseball, but it's my favorite release every single year. I always like to do a case of Pro Debut or more. Kevin Stefanski fired for the Browns. I'm hoping the Packers don't lose Jeff Happily somewhere. Their defensive coordinator. I want him to stay. All right. Suarez. Jake Fraley blue. That's definitely a flip stock. Definitely a flip stock. These are tough. Alex Bregman on the flip stock. So if you don't know what the flip stocks are, so on the Heritage cards, this is kind of smooth. This has kind of got that old rough feeling. Well, this is the opposite. The back is smooth and the front is. So flip stock Red Sox going to Mark XJ. It's actually, those are tough. I want to say the print run on those are only like 5. You got a case this year? See, the thing with Pro Debut, Tina, is I got a case of Pro Debut and I didn't hit anything for big cards, but still made all of my money back just in sets and selling everything. So it doesn't take much for Pro Debut. So that's probably going to be our only variation there. Suarez, I would think. But we'll check the backs. Hating how the cards are going every which direction. I'm trying to make it easier for when I go through the backside. Landon Rupp. Surprised I caught the flip stock. Sometimes they're hard to, you know, when you go fast. Steve Carlton, Mickey Moniak. And Aaron Schunk. Aaron Schunk. Rockies real one autograph. Rockies going to ICH. What's up, Bizzle? I'm doing well, buddy. I'm doing well. How are you? You back in school today? Harrison Bader. Ryan Rolson out of 150 Rockies. Kenley Jansen. Jake Myers. Shelby Miller. Matthew Boyd. Oh, internship? Okay. When's the internship starts next week, or you go back to class? Still just double checking. Like I said, we had that flip stock. I'm thinking we're not going to get another one, but well, it doesn't hurt to check. Jake Mangum refractor. Both next week. Gotcha. Adam Frazier. Jose Furman. And we do got a buyback here. So I'll need to run a random. Let's see. Dodgers going to Scoots. We got the Reds going to Smart Guy. And then the Cardinals going to Ammo. So we'll have to do a triple random there for the stolen base leaders. Paperwork delays, that happens. Alex Call, black border there. So those are unnumbered, but I believe they're out of 50. Our print run of 50. Phil Matan. Taylor Ward. Did get another one. Nice. So we got a flip stock and then a Chase Metaroth image variation. I thought that one looked a little different when I went past it, but I didn't think about it. Going to Ammo there, White Sox. Just put that over there. All right. Update. Man, I haven't ripped an update flagship in a while. We'll go silver pack right away. Will Smith, Kyle Schwarber, Joe Mauer, and Kobe Mayo. The Aaron Rodgers, Jordan Love Super Bowl is still alive for me. Man, what an ending to that game last night. Rodgers throwing the touchdown pass because the defender slips and falls. And then Chris Boswell misses his first extra point in 2+ years. And then the rookie Loop ends up missing the game-winning field goal. Oh, it was that was a heartbreaker last night for sure. There's Baez. That was a heartbreaker last night. Topps autograph, Alan Roden. Blue Jays. Blue Jays going to Craig. That is Mark. Is it Mark Leiter Jr.? Mark Leiter Jr. out of 2025 Yankees. Alonso, Tim Elko, foils. I was cheering against the Lions because I want the Packers to play the Bears first round, but luckily the Commanders won. I was cheering for the Bears to win. Logan Webb looks like gold out of 50. 46 out of 50 Giants there on the All-Star relic. Dalton Rushing. Aaron Judge. It didn't even look like the Lions wanted to win, to be honest. They really weren't like pushing the ball down the field in that last drive. They were wasting time. But then all of a sudden they hit that big play to Amon-Ra. Because without that, they were no longer. I was cheering for the. I would rather play. Nothing against the Lions. I like the Lions. I like the Lions more than the Bears. I'll say that every day of the week. But when it comes to the playoffs coming up, I would rather face the Bears than the Eagles. Rod Carew. Dylan Carews. That's Brady Fiegel. Trust me, I would root for the Lions over the Bears any day. Jazz Chisholm, but the game meant nothing for the Lions. Manny Machado. Griffey. The funniest thing is the NFC South winner would have been in 4th place in the AFC or the NFC North. Nathan Wiles out of 2025. Ohtani on the pink. Foil Tariq Skubal. Yeah. Simply rooting for the Bears was all because of I wanted the Packers to have a better week 1 of the playoffs. I'd rather go to Soldier Field than Philadelphia. Packers should have been 2-0 against the Bears this year. But they couldn't recover an onside kick. All right, we got archives and then black and white. I don't think so. I don't think the Packers are going to lose. As long as they don't have to start Clayton Tune. That guy is an absolute bum. I'm sorry, nothing against Clayton Tune, but That was quite the second half battle we had yesterday. If anybody watched that game, Max Brosmer versus Clayton Tune. Battle of two guys that should not be in the NFL. Yeah, living in Minnesota, people were trying to talk smack that the Vikings beat the Packers yesterday. It's like, look who the Packers played yesterday. They played a quarterback they picked up last week, and then they played nothing but third string players throughout like the whole game. So it wasn't. Yes, the Vikings won. Don't get me wrong. Oh, that's cool. Darryl Strawberry, man, the Mets are crushing today in both breaks. Mets going to ammo. Little Darryl Strawberry ink. Kobe Mayo. Tony Oliva. Nico Horner. Otani. Josh Naylor. Eddie Murray. Yeah, they do. Kyle Tucker. Everybody needs a little change. Benintendi out of 149 White Sox. Carlos Santana. Heston Kierstead. And green, Kyle Seager. That's a cool auto. Nice little Mariners green color match out of 99. Mariners going to Cy Wolf. This guy had some great years with the Mariners. Very underrated player. Very underrated player in my eyes. That's got to be a variation. Definitely. Mike Trout, image variation. Angels to ammo. That's cool. Mike Trout, image variation. I think that's a good mess up, Tina. I would take that mess up any day. Nothing against, obviously, you're a Tigers fan and wanted Tigers, but you can turn around and sell that Paul Skeens for a lot more and buy 5 to 10 Jace Jung autos. Out of 99, Justin Verlander. Mike Piazza. That's going to do it for archives. That's going to bring us to the new black and white. I wouldn't even... I think you got the better end of the deal. this stuff's fun. Oh, it is already on eBay. How much do they go for? What'd you list it at? All right, here we go. Black and white. Final box of the mixer. These cards are great. Just a little bit thicker card. And ice. The big herd out of 10. Frank Thomas, 3 out of 10. A White Sox 2 ammo Masso. Listed it. Okay. 3 out of 10. The big hurt. There's James Wood. Dylan Cruz. I'll go through it. There's Nick Kurtz. Johnny Bench. Like right here, who's got the Athletics? ICH. It's a card I'd send in to get graded right now. The first couple 10s of this card coming back. I said it last year with Paul Skeens. Some people took advantage of it last year when they sent in the Paul Skeens rookie and they all came back 10s. They're instant like multi-$100 cards until like the pop starts going up. This is a card I'd send in to get graded right now. Get one of those first 10s back and watch the price. I mean, a lot of these rookies, there's Ben Rice. The quality on these cards is always so good. Hayden Birdsong, Giants there out of 99. Nice rookie pitcher for them. I'll go through the backs and look for the short prints. Spencer Bivens. Spencer Bivens out of 50. That's Giants. Giants going to Smart Guy Sports. Paul Skeens. Out of 99, Brooks Lee, go Twins. Rookie resolution, Brooks Lee. Brooks Lee out of 99. Twins going to Ammo Masso. Go Ammo. Ha-Seong Kim. Roki, rookie resolution. Matt Shaw, rookie. A lot of the big rooks I'll get top loaded as well. There's one of those Topps Vault. Joe Torre, shorter prints. Paul Skeens, frame rate. Luis Angel Acuna. And nice one here for the Nationals. Dylan Cruz out of 75. I like it. Nationals going to Sensabing. James Wood. Topps Vault is Fred McGriff. And out of 75, Spencer Bivens. All right, let me check the backs for short prints, but that is going to wrap us up. There's our SP right there. I'll check the back for more, but Johnny Bench short print. That's the Reds. Reds going to Smart Guy Sports. So it's got SP there. Check the rest for the vaults or see if there's any more SPs. there we go. That is going to wrap this one up. Let's go ahead and do a recap. I got a bunch to sleeve and top load after the break. All right, Logan Webb, All-Star Relic out of 50. Shohei Ohtani out of 2025. Nathan Wiles. And then Mark Leiter Jr. Johnny Bench, short print. Brooks Lee out of 99. Hayden Birdsong, 99. Ohtani, $20 buyback there. Jose Ramirez, image variation. Tyler Soderstrom out of 99. Jacob Wilson. And then Adrian Del Castillo out of 150. Andrew Benintendi out of 149. And then Justin Verlander out of 99. There is Alex Call, black border. So those are out of 50. And then I have the triple there on the buyback. Spencer Bivens out of 50 on the rookie pitcher auto there for the Giants. And then out of 75. Aaron Schunk, real one auto. Ryan Rolson out of 150. Dylan Cruz out of 75 Nationals. We got Alan Roden, Blue Jays rookie auto. Nick Kurtz on the black and white rookie. Darryl Strawberry on the auto there for the Mets. There's the Big Herd out of 10 on the red for the White Sox. And then Chase Meteroff on the image variation. Kyle Seager, green auto out of 99 Mariners. Mike Trout on the image variation from Archives. And then Money Mid hit of the break. You wouldn't know until you touch the card, but it is going to Mark XJ, the Red Sox. Alex Bregman on the flip stock. Alex Bregman flip stock there. That is going to wrap this one up. I appreciate everyone as always. And actually, nope, we got to do this one. Get this set up here real quick. Where's my mouse? Switch you guys over to the desktop. We got Dodgers, Reds, type today. All right, dice roll must be 4 or higher. We are going 10. Good luck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and final round 10 going to the Dodgers. Dodgers are going to Scoots. Congratulations there on the buyback. All right, everybody, that is going to do it for me on this one. I have the 3 breaks open for the afternoon. What do we got left? Looks like 17 left in Cosmic, 25 in Phoenix, and then 23 in Topps Chrome Basketball. That'll do it for me this afternoon. I appreciate everyone as always, and I'll see you back here soon.